There is a place in Japan where trees have become friends with humans only to betray them later. They welcome people but then push them to their death. Yes, I am talking about Aokigahara, aka the suicide forest at the base of Mount Fuji. Locals believe that the spirits of those who die in the forest are trapped there and will never find peace. According to another legend, a god resides within the forest who accepts offerings from those who wish to die. In Japan, a person's worth is judged by his or her ability to contribute to society. Japan is a country where romantic relationships are highly valued. There is a saying, if you want to be happy for a lifetime, find a good partner, which highlights the importance of romantic relationships in Japanese culture. Many of them are found dead in the forest, while others are still missing. Due to the high number of suicides, the police have made several attempts to prevent people from entering the forest. Well, let me tell you, these trees don't mean any harm. They are just doing what they have been programmed to do. While they may seem creepy and uninviting, they are simply part of the natural landscape. If you or someone you know is in need of help, please reach out to one of these organizations. You are not alone, and there is hope for a better tomorrow. Remember, even in the darkest of times, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up, keep going, and never lose hope. The real danger lies within the minds of those who enter the forest with the intention of harming themselves. When the wind blows through the trees, they make a sound that resembles a human voice. And when the sun sets, the forest becomes pitch black, making it easy for someone who is already feeling lost to become disoriented and even more scared. Also, share this video with your friends and family so they, too, can learn about this strange and creepy forest. We appreciate your support and hope you continue to watch our videos. Thank you for watching. The darkness can be so thick that it feels like a physical presence, making it hard to breathe. All of this can be overwhelming for someone who is already feeling vulnerable, leading them to make the wrong decision. They have installed warning signs at the entrances and have even closed off the area to the public during peak suicide season. However, despite all these efforts, people still find ways to enter the forest and take their own lives. As a result, those who are struggling, the government has also launched a campaign to raise awareness about mental health issues and provide support to those who are struggling. The campaign has been successful in reducing the number of suicides in the forest, but it has also been criticized for being too late. People have always been fascinated by death. Some people visit the forest out of curiosity, while others come here to pay tribute to loved ones who have taken their own lives. No matter the reason, all visitors should be aware of the potential dangers of the forest and take precautions accordingly. Many people argue that the government should have taken action long ago and that more needs to be done to prevent suicides in the forest. With their relationships may feel extreme emotional pain and see Aokigahara as a way to escape it. If someone fails to meet the expectations set for him or her, they can face social stigma and discrimination. For example, if someone loses their job, they may feel intense pressure to find a new one right away. But if they fail to do so, they may begin to feel hopeless and end up taking their own lives. In such cases, people see Aokigahara as the easiest way out. The forest almost seems like a safe haven where no questions are asked and no judgments are made. Some even claim that demons live in the trees and lure victims into the forest to kill them. These myths only add to the creepiness of the place, making it seem like a gateway to hell. There are also instances where people are brought to the suicide forest against their will. Forest was the site of the largest mass suicide in history when 78 members of a religious group took their own lives there. This event shocked the nation and brought attention to the issue of mental health in Japan. But despite all the efforts made by the government and citizens to prevent suicides in the forest, it continues to be a popular spot for those who are considering ending their lives. In these cases, family members will bring their loved ones to the forest to force them to take their own lives. They usually have no other choice because there are very few mental health facilities in Japan and the ones that exist are extremely expensive. As a result, many people suffering from mental illness are forced to wander the streets or end up in places like Aokigahara. It is a dense forest located at the northwest base of Mount Fuji in Japan. To understand that, we need to go back to the beginning and find out how this forest got the name Suicide Forest in the first place. The forest had been an ordinary place until the Second World War, when it became the site of mass suicides. Soldiers who had lost the war were retreating to the forest and ending their lives there. Even today, some people come to the forest because they have nowhere else to go after losing a war or perhaps feeling defeated in life. The forest was given this name because it has seen more than 240 recorded cases of people taking their own lives here. This sad fact has led the local government to install warning signs at the entrances to the forest that read, "Your life is the one and only precious thing you have. Please think twice before you do anything." Despite the signs, many people still come to this forest to take their own lives. So, what makes this place so unique? What does the forest have to do with all these deaths? And how did it get the name Suicide Forest in the first place? Well, stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. The term Aokigahara literally means sea of trees in Japanese, but the locals call it the Suicide Forest because it is among the most popular locations for those who are having suicidal thoughts to end their lives. It is located at the northwest base of Mount Fuji, which is considered to be sacred. It's surrounded by hiking trails that lead up to the mountain peak. Every year, thousands of hikers visit the area to climb Mount Fuji, which has been considered a sacred mountain in Japan since ancient times. However, they often pass by the forest, unaware of its grim history. In fact, there is a myth associated with this forest. So, how did this forest turn into such a scary place? But this is not the only reason why people come here to take their own lives. Another reason why people come to the Suicide Forest to take their own lives is to relieve the pain caused by unrequited love. While most people visit the forest voluntarily, all of these reasons have made Aokigahara one of the most dangerous forests in the world. In 2003, every year, around this time, news outlets report on a large number of missing persons who were last seen entering the forest. In recent years, the government has taken a more proactive approach to preventing suicides in the forest. In addition to the warning signs and limited access, you might be wondering why the trees in this forest are friend and foe at the same time. Now you must be thinking, why do people keep visiting this forest if they know how dangerous it is? The answer is simple. It is important to note that the trees in the forest are not the real enemy here. There are many organizations that offer help to those who are struggling with suicidal thoughts. So have you heard about this forest before? Would you dare to visit it? Let us know in the comments section below.